Danganronpa.
Well, class. Welcome to your first class trial. This is gonna be fun. Hold on. 1, what is this? And 2, why are you wearing a mask? And why can't we get out? Oh, it's pretty simple why I'm wearing a mask. I mean, I don't want to get that virus, you know. So, I have to put a mask from you guys. Now, you guys, I don't really care what happens to you. So, yeah.
Senor, what are you saying we should do? I mean, you've already insulted my country by putting that mask on and insulted my feelings.
Do you think I even care? I mean, I do want to see an execution, so... fine, I'll tell you the rules. Anyways, so basically, what you'll be doing is you'll be taking the evidence you got from the kill, and then you'll be talking about each and every piece of evidence, and we will narrow it down to finding out who's the killer. I hope you guys have a fun time. Spoiler alert, it's not me. So if you blame me, then, I mean, you can end up like Bowser if you want. Nah, I don't really care. Anyways, so hope you guys enjoy this trial, because I want you guys to pin it down to each other. Who has done it?
Okay, well, I guess that narrows it down enough. So what piece of evidence should we start with the knife. It's the most important bit of evidence, correct? I agree. Let's start with the knife. Okay, so I think we can clarify that Bowser was killed by the knife, correct? No, that's wrong. Bowser was not killed by the knife. Instead, he was actually killed by a fall. A fall? Where could this have come from? So after taking a look around, we found different sorts of evidence. We turned Bowser over, and we saw that he wasn't stabbed anywhere, so he couldn't be stabbed. I mean, so he could have still been killed by the knife. You don't know. I mean, there was a ton of blood there, wasn't there? Yes, but there were no stab wounds on him, which means he couldn't have gotten killed by the knife.
So now that we know that, what evidence should we look at next?
I say we look at the allies that I talked to. Right, so I talked to 3 people. Foxy, Theodore, and Nightmare Freddy. And they gave me different allies, meaning that Bowser was definitely not killed by the knife, but by a fall instead. We already know that, but we're trying to discuss the allies, so we need you to explain. Okay, so I guess I'll go first. So Theodore told me he was going to go help Bowser, and I remember the ladder in the kitchen. And when we went back, it was gone. So I guess Theodore and Bowser took it over, and then Theodore shares his side of the story, I guess.
Well, I guess I can do that. So basically, I had told Bowser that I was too weak, so I had to go get Nightmare Freddy and tell him to go move the ladder. So maybe Nightmare Freddy's the killer because, he probably killed Bowser. Yeah. Okay, one, that's jumping to conclusion, and it's okay if you're nervous, but that's jumping to conclusions, and we're not absolutely sure about that. We need to find evidence and proof that that happened. Okay, sorry Mario that I rushed to conclusions. Okay, we need to get back on track with this. True. Okay, so my ally is that I helped Bowser with the ladder and everything, and I then moved it to bedroom 2 where it should. And I checked there and I didn't see it. So
I don't know what we could be dealing with up here.
So does that mean the killer moved it when Bowser was gone?
Yeah, I can agree with that. The killer must have moved the ladder so we would be out of the killer's tracks, and then we wouldn't be able to find out that instead of getting stabbed, he actually got pushed down by a ladder and then stuffed in that box.
But Mario, isn't there still the evidence of the knife?
Yes, Luigi, I said that it had been planted there.
But how can we know that? Maybe the killer didn't kill Bowser yet, and what he did was he stabbed him to finish him off.
Yes, Luigi, but there were no stab marks.
Well, there could have been some place where it was hidden.
Yeah, Luigi might be onto something. I mean, we didn't see any
You guys
stab
are
marks,
acting
but,
so stupid right now.
You know,
Clearly, it's
Senor,
Luigi.
it's
It's
Mario.
Mario.
He
He knows what he's
Guys,
talking
come
about.
on, that's
Yeah, I agree with
unreasonable.
I might be a
Luigi.
hero, but I
Mario
agree
knows
with
what he's
Mario.
talking about.
No, he was killed by the fall.
knife. Ooh. Do I hear a double opinion? Oh, I know what this means. It's time for a split argument. My favorite part of the trials. Woo! Go either way for one of these choices. I'll meet you there. Woohoo! I'm so excited. Ooh, my airheads. Let me get these open for the split argument. Ooh, yeah.
Mario, there were no stab wounds on him. I checked everywhere. There's no place it could have been hidden or anything. Luigi.
Look, Mario, there could have been a hidden spot. Maybe under his shell or something.
Foxy. Well, if there would have been one, then his shell would have been damaged because you have to stab in to get in there. See? Twisted Freddy.
Well, maybe the killer could have tried taking off the shell and stabbed into it.
Oh, Chip. Oh, senor, I'm sorry to say this, but you are wrong. See, if you want to take off a shell, you have to be experienced with this. And nobody here is experienced. We know that from an incident. I don't want to speak about it. It was an incident in the Mexico place. We ran out of oysters and tacos and burritos. Jabanyan.
Oysters are not Mexican. Also, he could have gotten killed because maybe his shell was damaged from the fall. So maybe they could have opened it up and cracked it or broke it.
Nightmare Freddy. Look, he had spikes on the shell, which means he would have been protected from that, and it couldn't have damaged his shell unless he wasn't protected. Twisted Chica.
Well, who said he could have fallen off his shell? Maybe he fell on his feet and it threw his shell off because maybe he was doing a certain pose.
Spider-Man. Well, we have no evidence that points to that, so we can't assume that. Also, you can only fall on your front, back, head, or bottom in the fall, so he couldn't have fallen any other way. And we had mostly seen the injuries from his stomach, so that's maybe why the Band-Aid was gone. Remember that, Mario?
Wait, what? Oh, did you say that, you were asking Mario a question? Well, you cannot talk again, and if you do, that's going against my rules, and you'll be killed like Bowser. I'm gonna go back to my candy.
Creeper Jr. Well, maybe the blood from down there was part of his shell too, but it dried up. Koopa. Well, there were no injuries on the shell, so that can't be possible. So it only had to be killed by the ladder onto his front.
This is our answer.
Sorry guys, but we knew what we were talking about. Bowser died by the ladder, and that's final. There were no other stab wounds, no injuries, and no nothing. Well, I guess you were right, Mario. Big brother. I'm glad you have my back. Don't mention it, Luigi. Okay. Anyways, what should we discuss
Maybe we
now?
should discuss about the missing Band-Aid.
Yeah, true. We need to know what happened to that. I would presume that the killer removed the Band-Aid to be able to get away with pretending to stab Bowser. So maybe he removed the Band-Aid to show that maybe there were cuts on him or something else. No, that's wrong. No, it's not. That could be the only possible thing. No, I'm telling you, that's wrong. Mario, there's no other way. Yes, there is. Don't you remember the incident with the weak strength? Yeah? But how could that prove anything? Well, Don't you remember how the bandage had protected Bowser from losing strength? However, maybe the bandage could have been taken off before he was up the ladder. Mario, that's impossible. How would Bowser would have let them know? Maybe somebody did it while Bowser wasn't looking. Oh, God.
Sorry, Koopa, but I did know what I was talking about.
So the killer had weakened Bowser. So that's how he had died by the fall? By getting his bandage torn up? Which means the stuff could come out of him and he could land in a huge impulse? That's correct, Foxy. And I believe I know who has done it.
Who? I really want to get this trial over and done with. It doesn't make me feel that great.
I hate to say it, but the killer is...
You!
Theodore.
What? How could it possibly be me?
Yeah, Mario, this makes no sense. All the evidence points to Nightmare Freddy. What do you mean? How does it point at me? It's pretty simple. He was the one that helped Bowser, so we could have done that entire plan. But that's where you guys are wrong. It is not Nightmare Freddy.
Ooh, I know what time it is.
I couldn't have done it. Nightmare Freddy was the last one to be with Bowser. That's to everyone else's perspective. However, you could have done something while we weren't looking. He has a point. I'm going over here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah? Well, how could I take out the Band-Aid? I mean, Bowser would have noticed if the Band-Aid was gone. That's the problem. He wouldn't. He was too weak to be able to look down to himself because he had gotten punched earlier and gotten really hurt. Also, Nightmare Freddy would have known if the Band-Aid was still on him if Nightmare Freddy was there, and the Band-Aid was.
I agree with Mario.
Yeah, me too.
Oh yeah? Then what about Lefty? Didn't you and him find the box when nobody was looking? You guys could have been the suspects.
Oh yeah? Well, Monokuma only called the assembly to say that there was a dead body. Not that me and Lefty were both carrying a box, so you could have been spying on us.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
Same here.
Same.
What if Nightmare Freddy was trying to be the last one there, so he could be able to outroll his plan?
That's the problem. He couldn't. He was going over to the room, like Lefty told me, so he couldn't have any time to take it out. And you're a bunny, so you're quick and could have had time to take out the ladder before any of us noticed.
I agree. Yep, this seems perfect to me. Mi burrito. We're convinced you're the killer.
You're the killer.
No! No, it's not true. I refuse to believe it. I'm not the killer.
We don't believe you.
Oh, I see you guys are done with your trial. Well, cast the votes so we can see who gets eliminated. Okay, let's see if you got it right. Well, the votes are in, and congratulations, you guys are correct. It was Fedor.
Theodore, how could you? We're friends. Why would you do this? I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean this to happen.
Then what did you mean to happen? You killed Bowser, our friend.
I just wanted to get out of here. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what came over me. I have a little brother. And when I got transported to this killing game, he's probably alone and scared and sad and... Theodore, aren't you like the bad boy and stuff? You know, cool and everything? Well, I have my biker and stuff, but... You know... I care more about my brother. I don't care about the stupid bike stuff. It's just that I want to look cool. I don't want to look lame, but... I want my brother to be treated with respect. And he's came down with a disease, and he's probably scared and alone, and I don't know what to do. So I freaked out and killed Bowser. I did a plan and everything.
I spied on you guys and did all this stuff. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry, Bowser. I didn't mean to kill you.
Well, I think that's about it. Time to get to the best part.
What do you mean about the best part?
Yeah, Monokuma, what do you mean?
Oh, don't you remember? If you get caught for killing, you get executed and everybody else lives.
Wait, what? This is sick! You're joking, right?
Does it look like I'm joking? He killed, he got caught, he dies.
No, please, no.
Let's give it everything we got. It's punishment time.
No.
Wow.